I hate organic food. Welcome to Grumble Goat. I'm Veronique Hurley. This is a show about all the small things that drive Matt insane. This week, it's my grumble. Let's grumble. Organic food is no better for you than traditionally grown food. And what does traditionally grown food even mean? Doesn't everyone just plant a seed in the ground and then it grows? And then what does organic mean? Don't you think all food should be organic if it comes from the ground? And the no GMOs, that really drives me crazy. That just means it's genetically modified. But from 0 BC, all food has been genetically modified because it has lived through generations and climate change. So of course, everything is going to be genetically modified, but that's not what this grumble is about. This grumble is about people who only buy organic food. And I can't tell you how infuriating that is to go to the grocery store with someone who only buys organic food. My mother. And I don't want to talk about my mother, but we're going to talk about my mother for 1 second. Going to the grocery store with this woman is extremely infuriating because, number one, she likes to take 2 hours just to stroll through the grocery store. But you pick things up that you want and she'll say, is that organic? Obviously, it's not because you just wanted it and you picked it up and you're like, there's no nutritional value to something that's organic versus not organic. It just means that the company that produced that product has more money to pay for all of the regulations so that then they can charge you more. It has a label that says organic, and that means it's going to taste better. And then you can think it is as pure as you want it to be. Way to give it to capitalism. It is like a $4 difference between organic raspberries and it is regular raspberries. And raspberries, I kind of understand why you'd want maybe an organic raspberry or a blueberry, but you don't need an organic banana because the skin is thick enough, right? Organic food still has pesticides, okay? So what's the point? And then we're so worried about chemicals and things, but we're surrounded by chemicals. But my point is, if you have organic on it, it doesn't mean anything. It just means that someone came in with a clipboard. I don't know. You know what? Maybe it does mean a little bit more than that. Guess what, friends? All you really need to do is have fruits and vegetables. Do you need organic? No, you don't need organic. And you also don't need to stay in the grocery store with your mother and your niece for 2 hours. I hate people who only buy organic food, and that's the grumble.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
What?
Grumble, 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 grumble. What's got your goat?
For the latter half of the show, we'll bring in my lesser half, Matt, for a pretentious look and a segment we call
What's got your goat?
Hello! Welcome!
Thank you.
Welcome to Grumble Goat.
I'm here every week.
Yes. How are you doing today?
It's been quite a day.
We've had adventures.
Yeah, we went to New Jersey and went hiking along the Palisades.
Yes.
Yeah, that was tremendous.
It was beautiful.
It was hot.
It was hot.
What wonders the Hudson River has.
Absolutely. We climbed rocks today.
A lot of rocks.
Boulders.
Yeah, there were a lot of boulders. And there's a sign at the front before you start the boulder hike.
Yeah.
It's like, beware, for the next 2 hours, you're going to be climbing across boulders.
Absolutely. Do not bring your dogs.
And then we passed like 6 or 7 dogs.
We absolutely 3 dogs for sure. Yes.
One guy we found at the end, and he was like, I just had to carry my dog across all those boulders.
I know. So we had a glorious day. We took a motorcycle. We went hiking. We explored New York. New York is a fantastic state.
It's the Empire State.
It is. When we were going up to upstate New York, we saw a lot of farms, a lot of cattle farms,
There were
maybe
cows,
dairy
yeah.
farms. Did you see any corn?
You know, I'm trying to think. I don't remember seeing a single bush of corn. Do they come in bushes? I don't know if
No,
I've
they're
ever seen.
stalks.
I don't even know if I've ever seen corn grow.
No, you're being silly. As you move through upstate New York, there are many vineyards.
Oh.
So those are grapes.
Right, grapes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you like grapes?
I do not like grapes.
Why?
They're like gushers of the fruit kingdom.
Oh, yeah, I guess I don't like grapes either, but I love wine.
Oh, sure. Wine's great.
Wine's
But
delicious.
I hate biting through that membrane. It has that skin on the outside.
Yes, it's very thin. It's a thin skin.
Yeah, and you
isn't
have to break through it, and it's like weird.
And you eat bananas on a regular basis. You love
and
bananas.
I just bite right through the skin too.
No,
a lot of people peel
don't.
them.
You peel the banana.
Oh, that's right. I do peel the bananas. Yeah, he bananas, yeah.
Now, do you go to the grocery store?
I've never... Have you been to the grocery store?
I usually go to the grocery store.
I just Blue Apron everything.
No, you don't. You actually hate Blue Apron, and I love it.
Oh, that's right. That's an upcoming Grumble.
I've somewhat convinced you that it's amazing.
Yeah, we go to the grocery store like once a week.
Yeah, like once a week, right? Now, when you go to the grocery store, if we go to the grocery store, do we look for organic food?
Oh, no.
Do we walk into the grocery store and we say, point us towards the organic section?
That's what you do. You go up to the concierge at the grocery store and you say, point me toward the produce section. Or,
No, please point me in the direction of organics.
If you would, I would find the household goods, including toilet paper, please.
Only if it's organic.
Why do you want organic toilet paper?
Oh, well, I don't want organic toilet paper because I don't understand what organic toilet paper would even mean.
As I understand the word organic, it derives from the word organ.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah, which is a piece of flesh inside your body that has a specific purpose.
It doesn't grow outside of you.
So like my liver filters alcohol for me.
It sure does.
So I don't know what organic bananas would do, but they're probably not filtering alcohol for me.
I really feel like once you plant your liver, it's just going to decompose. It's not going to filter the dirt or anything around you.
Normally when we plant livers in the ground, we plant the whole carcass at once.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And we don't eat it. We generally don't eat the carcasses once they're in the ground.
You know, we keep planting them, but nothing ever grows.
Well, there's a thought. I feel like we should start growing things in cemeteries.
They now have organic burial bags.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, like, I don't know if this is a hippie thing in California or whatever, but I've heard about this. You can get a bag that's like seed infused and like you can put your body in it to have a natural burial. And so then it like sprouts a tree or something.
What does that even mean to have a natural burial? You're putting yourself in the ground.
Yeah.
That's nature enough. Okay, so how can you even do that? Okay, so you die, and what do you have, like a note attached to yourself that says, if I die, I have a bag of organic soil in my house?
That's a lot of words for a Post-it note.
It sure is. It's almost as if you need to tell the person that's alive that's what you're going to do.
Yeah, I think a lot of people share what their burial plans are with the living before they die.
Some people do.
What's your mom's burial plan?
She would like to be cremated, and then she would like to go to India. And
I forgot, your mom was born in India.
She wasn't. She was born in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
She just spent her childhood in India.
No.
Oh, all right.
No.
So her connection to India was what?
Speaking of my mother, who I don't really want to talk about my mother, but she will only buy organic food.
It seems so disassociated from the modern diet to only eat organic. Like every once in a while, I stop by a Subway sandwich shop.
I get really annoyed that it's even called organic in the first place because there's no actual difference.
Between what?
Organic, traditional grown food.
As I understand it, the word organic is guaranteeing that there aren't pesticides on it, I guess?
But yes, but no. There are still pesticides on organic food. There's just not as many.
Less pesticides.
It's 30% less pesticide residue.
Oh, residue.
Residue.
So as long as you wash the strawberries really well, they're organic.
Yes.
As long as you wash off the outside, there's no residue.
There's no residue. No.
Or there's at least 30% less residue.
All of the foods are under the safety threshold. So it doesn't matter because even if you didn't wash the fruit.
Organic just means 30% less pesticides?
Yes.
Oh, that's silly.
I want to dissect the word choices that we are using. Conventional, traditional, and organic.
But if you go to the grocery store, you don't have traditional milk.
No, you don't. And actually, the organic milk is actually, I guess, a little bit better because of the hormones or something. I don't know, but that even seems so weird to me. Is why do we need organic milk?
Well, it's funny because the word organic, people think it means all natural or something like that.
Right.
But even organic milk is pasteurized. You
right.
can't sell unpasteurized milk in this country. You can also buy organic almond milk. Almond milk doesn't exist in the wild.
Right.
You can't milk an almond.
Yeah.
There's no nipple on an almond.
No.
It has to go through a process.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's a processed food with the word organic on it.
That's Also, the thing that drives me crazy too is like things that just they're pre-made and they're like, this is organic.
It's strange in this country that, we have the highest morbid obesity rate in the world. And yet also there's this trend of like, oh, but my blueberries aren't healthy enough.
Right.
My spinach isn't healthy enough.
Right.
Unless it's organic. I need my peas and carrots to be the most elite possible next to my double quarter pounder with cheese.
Exactly. I don't like that mentality.
Yeah, it's like we're putting seeds in the dirt.
Yeah.
Oh, but mine's organic, so mine's less dirty than yours.
They're trying to trick people and they're trying to be sneaky about it. And I don't like it.
It's like that word antioxidants.
Oh, I like that word.
Every time people aren't buying enough of something, they say, oh, but it's loaded with antioxidants.
Yes.
Nobody knows what that means. We just think, oh, it must be good for us.
Well, yes, that's what they say. It is very good for us.
Right. What's it do for you?
Well, I told you the other day that having sexy time releases antioxidants. Now, you said it releases endorphins, and I didn't fact check that, so I'm not quite sure.
Where does the word organic stop?
See, that I don't know.
Because we also make clothes out of plants.
Yeah.
Do we have organic Fruit of the Loom t-shirts now?
But you know what? We do, actually. There is organic cotton shirts.
Oh my God.
For sure.
What about the mint in my toothpaste?
No, it's not organic unless it's like Tom's or something.
Tom's of Maine?
Yeah, Tom's of Maine may have organic toothpaste.
You heard it here, folks. Tom's of Maine, 100% guaranteed, 70% pesticides. What was the first organic thing that you ever ate?
I'm going to say orange juice.
Sure. Orange juice. Great.
Yeah.
I love that. A lot of orange juice is made from concentrate. Are you required to use organic water?
Well, what does that mean? Water from Iceland or Fiji or bottled water or tap water or lake water or fresh water? Like, what does organic water even mean?
I think it means you can only have 70% of pesticides in it.
Well, I think it means that you chipped off an iceberg and then you put it in a glass.
Was the Titanic really an expedition for the finest, unpasteurized organic water?
Yes, definitely. And then it got oil on it as the boat sank.
Oh, the oil ruined
it contaminated
the organic
water.
water.
It couldn't get that stamp.
Yeah.
Anyway, how do you feel about organic? Like, how do you feel about this experience?
Oh, I only buy organic potatoes. You're buying dirt weeds.
Yeah, it doesn't
just
matter.
Eat the potato. It's not how it was grown. It's how you're cooking it. If you're throwing it in oil and serving it as French fries, that's what's killing you. Not the dirt or the things that are keeping the bugs off it.
How did they come up with the concept of organic soil? Because that's the whole thing, is it's the soil that's organic, and that's why all the fruits and vegetables...
No. You're telling me it's the soil that's
You
organic?
just told me that people can die and wrap their body in organic soil and a tree will grow.
Then how do you make organic milk?
Organic milk just means there's not as many antibiotics in the cows. So they don't pump the cows with as many antibiotics.
So the word doesn't even have one definition?
No.
They just came up with a string of things like, okay, if you grow it, the dirt has to be clean. That doesn't make sense. Dirt and clean are antonyms. Yeah, it's clean dirt. Well, what about milk? Milk doesn't come out of dirt. Is the cow clean? Make the cow clean.
Honestly, there's multiple meanings of the word organic, so it doesn't have any meaning to me if the exact meaning isn't real.
It's almost as if it's a corporate lobbying scheme.
Yes!
To get us to pay more for our produce. There are non-modern cultures in isolated islands. There are a couple tribes that are not part of the modern society.
Yeah.
Untouched by modern civilization.
Yeah.
Still have spears and do you think their crops qualify as organic?
Yes.
Would they be able to sell their crops at the supermarket? They would have to have the team of organic people come in and they would have to bring modern scientific equipment.
Yes, and pollute.
Analyze the dirt.
Yes,
and
they'd pollute
take
the
DNA
earth.
samples.
Yes.
And, basically dirtying their dirt.
Yeah.
To see if it qualifies. Meanwhile, these guys are sitting there being like, this is what they consider the most natural food.
Right.
I feel like organic is a lot like the recycle symbol.
Yes.
Because they have the recycle symbol, but then they put a number in that symbol.
Yeah.
And that just means what type of plastic it is.
Right.
It does not mean that type of plastic is recyclable.
Nope.
The plastic companies took that symbol and we're let's put it on every piece of plastic. But we all look at it and be like, yeah, recycle. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, we're like, oh, we can recycle this. This is fine.
But that's not what it means.
That's not
Same
what
with
it means.
organic. It's like, oh, this means clean. But what's it mean?
But what does it mean?
Because it doesn't mean that the cows are grown out of clean dirt, does it?
No.
So who knows what it means?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that rice milk is natural because rice doesn't mean milk.
This has been a bonus episode of Grumble Goat.
Thanks for listening.
I'm Veronique Hurley.
I'm Matt Labodka. Please subscribe.
You hate when people say, please subscribe.
Grumble, 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 grumble. If you would, I would find the toilet paper, please.